Hello and welcome to Pokémon X, and Pokémon Ultra Moon is also here. Where, whenever you see everything be super pixelated like this, that's a clear indication that that scene was meant to be viewed with the 3D slider up, which is actually kind of silly. Yeah, like, this here, they 100% wanted you to have the 3D slider turned on. But I will be leaving it firmly off most of the time. The reason you can tell it's meant to be with the 3D slider on is because if you actually do have 3D enabled, it at least somewhat reduces the visual appearance of the pixelized nature. Hey there, boy chick. But anyway, I am Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokémon professor. This world of ours is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokémon. These mysterious creatures can be found in every corner of our world. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, and others, yes, swim in deep oceans. We live together with these Pokémon, lending our strength to one another to live and prosper. Okay, we're going to be going with Garnet again just because female characters get more options for clothing customization, which is just better. Yeah, we'll go with this middle one. Garnet, your adventure begins now. You are go and meet many Pokemon and people and fill your life. Now let's go visit the world of Pokemon. I hate auto-advancing text in cutscenes. Yeah, it's interesting how this game has a lot of scenes where 3D is meant to be used, and yet for most of the overworld gameplay it isn't. Also, here's another thing that makes female characters better than male characters in this game. They start with a Pikachu 3DS. I don't know that the male characters even start with a 3DS in their hands at all, which I guess just means that the female characters are better off than the male characters. Oh wow, it's a Wii U. The gamepad even has a screen? Anyway, the 3DS is gone forever now. Boy, chick, I don't know what you mean by Pokebank 2027. Like, they're just gonna keep updating Pokemon Home. So there's no real reason for a new Pokemon Bank. Morning, Garnet. You sure slept well. Are you rested up from the move? It's about time you got going. Why don't you step out and say hello to the neighbors? Don't wake up Rhyhorn, okay? I don't think I've ever gone into my mom's room in this game before. The fact that she even has a room is already pretty unusual for a Pokemon game, even if it's smaller than our room. Why did we get the bigger room? It's so much bigger, too. Welcome to Vanderbilt Town. My name's Caleb. I live next door. And I'm Shauna. Great to meet you. Guess what? We've come to get you. The renowned Professor Sycamore lives here in the Kalos region. I heard he has a task for 5 kids, including us. But I'm surprised he knows who you are. You did just move to Vanderbilt, after all. We'll wait for you in the next town over. And you know what? We're going to get a Pokémon. Come on, hurry, let's go. Yeah, like, most scenes where you have control of your character like this are not in 3D, even if you turn the slider on. Like, this, you would expect them to want the 3D effect to be on here. What with the camera angle and all, but nope. There are very few situations where you can actually have 3D on while you have control of your character. Hey Garnet, this way, over here. We were just talking about you. Come on, have a seat. This is the meeting place, Garnet. I'll introduce you. Everyone, this is Garnet. Wow, Shauna's description was spot on. So, Garnet, this is Tierno. He can really tear up the dance floor. And this is Trevor. He's a little shy, but he always gets perfect scores on his tests. All right, nice to meet you. You know, it'd feel like we're a closer crew if we call each other by nicknames. Can I call you Lady G? What? No way, she's a Lil G for sure. What do you think, Trevor? What? You want me to nickname someone I just met? Shauna, you shouldn't put people on the spot like this. Well, how about something low-key? Maybe something like G-Kins? I'm sorry, you consider that low-key? I think that's the highest key of the nicknames that have been given so far. The rest are just... Yeah, no. No, that's the worst one. You should decide what we call you. Let's just go with Garnet, shall we? You want us to call you Garnet? Okay, Garnet fits you perfectly. It better, because that's her name. I'm sure we're gonna be great friends, so I'll call you that too. Hey, can we see the Pokemon now? I want to meet my new partner soon. I know, right? It was such a cool feeling when Trevs and I met our Pokemon. Hope you feel the same way we did. Alright, so the all-important starter choice. If they had their hidden abilities, I would go with Chespin hands down. But they don't. Which means Fennekin's right out, while in their first evolutions, I do think Fennekin is the cutest. As they evolve, I'm not a fan of Braixen or Delphox. Plus, their learn sets are not good. Quilladin, I do not care for, but Chestnut is pretty cool. It's got a decent learn set. But it's not really that great for Kalos. And so there's only really one choice, and here it is. It's Froakie. No, I would not like to give my Pokemon a nickname. So you're not going to give your Pokemon a nickname? Okay, my partner is Fennekin. Wow, we go together great. The two of us are just way too cute. Good to meet you, Chespin. My name's Caleb. Because of you, I can be a real Pokemon trainer. Thanks. Pardon me, but I have something for you from the professor as well. I have something that will help you understand Pokemon on a much deeper level. So you see, the Pokédex I just gave you is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. The reason you get one is because the professor wants us to go on a journey with our Pokemon and complete the Pokédex. To put it another way, it's an important mission from the professor, I'm sure of it. Oh, lighten up, Trevs. You're way too serious sometimes. Garnet, please take this with you too. It's a letter from the professor. He said you should give it to your mom. Alright, we're done with our errand for the professor. I guess Trevs and I will go look for Pokemon. Let's go, Trevs. In Kalos, kids are chosen to carry a Pokédex and go on an adventure. But you need to give that letter to your mom before any of that. Garnet, wait! You're gonna be my opponent in my Pokemon battling debut. Okay, Lil Fennekin, it's our first battle. Let's win it with style. So, in battle scenes, the 3D slider actually has a special power. You see, while at least much of the time battle scenes stay at 30 FPS, if you slide the 3D slider, you have the mystical power to cut the frame rate in half. Admittedly, it doesn't seem to work all the time, but oh boy, is it obvious during the camera pans. Yeah, during camera movement, it's more obvious. Anyway, I'm going to be leaving the 3D slider firmly off most of the time for the exact reason I've just shown. It's just, while it does create a neat effect, it ruins the already not entirely stable frame rate of battles. Hey, I wasn't done watching my cute little Fennekin yet. Hey, we get to actually read post-combat text this time around. You're amazing, Garnet. Here, let me fix up your Pokemon. Say hi to your mom for me. Okay, before anything else, I need to remember. We want fast text speed. We want set battle style. Sure, the rest seems fine. So, what did you and the neighbor kids end up doing? Wait 1 second, Garnet. Is that a Pokeball you have there? You got your very own Pokemon? Lucky you! How about that? You're a Pokemon trainer now, too. Congratulations! Huh? A letter for me? It says it's from somebody named Sycamore. What could it be? A love letter? Wow, what lovely handwriting. What do we have here? A request. Oh, I see. Garnet, we've barely unpacked and all kinds of exciting things are happening. Okay, let's get you and Froakie ready for your journey. Here you are, Garnet. I even packed a change of clothes. My, what an unexpected turn of events. It's just like a sudden last burst of speed from a racer in a Rhyhorn race. You made friends, you met your Pokémon, and now you get to take a lap around Kalos. Oh, and don't forget this. You know how to use a town map, right? Yes, you use it from the item bag's key item pockets. That's my girl. Select the town map from your bag whenever you want to use it. I just said I knew how. I don't know what this Professor Sycamore wants you to see on your trip, but taking a journey with your Pokémon is a really wonderful experience. Alright, off we go for the wonderful experience. Raw to you two. What a card. I guess Rhyhorn just wanted to give you a big send-off for your journey. Well, it has known you since you were born, after all. Good luck, Garnet. Go for broke, and don't worry. You'll have Pokémon by your side, so you'll be fine. Hang on. What do you have to say about the power of technology? Oh, it's science, I'm sorry. Science is amazing! If you use communication technology, you can look all over the world for players who are playing at the same time you are. Then you can play together. Yeah, the servers are kind of dead already, bud. And now to go to the ball shop, the specialty shop that sells only Pokeballs. Because we need Pokeballs. I guess we're only getting 10. Hey, Pokemon trainer! If you set foot in the tall grass, a wild Pokemon will pop out. But you'll be fine because your Pokemon partner will battle for you. Alright, what's our first encounter here? A Pidgey. I don't think I want a Pidgeot. And since I have already caught all of the things in this game before, I'm not gonna bother to catch the things that I don't want. Also, fun fact, since this is being played on a Japanese 3DS, the Vivian we see will not be the one typical for my region, that's for sure. But thankfully, starting with X and Y, all Pokemon games let you choose your language that you play in, and thus do we get to play in English on a Japanese 3DS, despite the 3DS itself being region-locked. Come on, give me something I want. I don't know what I want. But hey, I'll take a Zigzagoon. Never hurts to have pickup. Yes, Outlander, new game indeed. Turns out that streaming the Wi-Fi battle tower in Soul Silver would have been risky because it shows the trainers' names and their Pokemon's nicknames. And thus, do we move on to this because I did the Wi-Fi tower off stream just for safety's sake. Zigzagoon, the tiny raccoon Pokemon. It walks in zigzag fashion. It's good at finding items in the grass and even in the ground. Boychick, if you want to play a Japanese Omega Ruby on an American 3DS, then you'll have to mod your 3DS, but it's entirely doable. Just not with the stock system. Anyway, we need to heal these Pokemon that we've got. So the PSS is going to be pretty much worthless for us unless I whip out one of my other systems. What is this building? Ah. Yeah, technically I'm playing an American copy of Pokémon X in this Japanese 3DS right now. So yeah, if you mod the system, then yeah, it effectively removes the region lock. Pretty sure I can get something I want other than just Zigzagoon in here. Though maybe, just maybe, well, I suppose Scatterbug isn't the worst. Maybe I should actually take a look at what I can get on this route. Go ahead and try and get this Scatterbug. Honestly, I should just throw a ball. I don't think you can fail to catch a Scatterbug on Route 1 if you just throw a ball. I don't remember where in Japan I set this 3DS's location to be. So I guess it'll be a mystery what form of Vivian we're gonna get until we get it. Scatterbug, the Scatterdust Pokemon. When under attack from bird Pokemon, it spews a poisonous black powder that causes paralysis on contact. Oh, and I'm sorry, this isn't Route 1, it's Route 2, because Route 1 is a route without any grass or really anything other than about a 20-second waste of time. Okay, so on this route, Fletchling. That's what I want. So once we find a Fletchling, I will move on from this patch of grass. And yeah, Outlander, the Gen 6 aesthetic for characters is pretty good. And for some Pokemon is pretty good. Other Pokemon, not quite so much. There's a lot of relatively lifeless Pokemon that certainly had a lot more going for them in previous 3D titles and in 2D titles. But on the whole is decent aesthetics-wise. I think Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did really, really well with their aesthetic. But yeah, it's a thing. I mean, I won't say no to another Zigzagoon. Yeah, Skarmory and a lot of other flying Pokemon did get completely ruined by X and Y. specifically because of Sky Battles, which stopped existing after X and Y. And yet the aesthetic stayed ruined until, like, Gen 9. Grabbed the second Zigzagoon just because more pickup is more good. That's how it works. Yeah, I know what super training is. I know all this stuff. I just want to have there be something on the bottom screen. There. Nope. Not gonna press the thing. As much as it wants me to. Stop giving me Bunnelbees. Fletchling is tied with Bunnelby for most common thing here. And yet we've only seen Bunnelbees. Well, we've seen one Scatterbug, which is also tied for most common thing here. Point is, I am looking for bird, I need bird. And sure, the first thing I found in this grass was a bird, but it was the wrong bird. And specifically, it was the less common bird. Give me the common bird. Again, that's the less common bird. Well, that's another thing that's equally common to the bird. But what I need is the bird. I'm just gonna start running from stuff. Because we don't have XP share yet, and Froakie doesn't need to be above level 8 right now. I will take a third Zigzagoon. Because, as I have said, more pickup is more better. So until such a time as we find more things we want to actually put on the team, filling that slot with a Zigzagoon is good. I'm sorry, Zigzagoon, but I don't have space for a fourth. It's kind of weird that this game started 2 generations in a row of the main character having just moved from Kanto. I think, really, it's just more interesting that they did it twice in a row. But I guess it's one of those, like, oh, it's a region not based on Japan, but in the Japanese version, or in the Japanese market, which is the home market for this game, everyone's from Japan. And the Kanto region is based on the Kanto region of Japan. And thus, most of their market, most of their home market, will better imprint on their character if their character is from the same region as they themselves are. I think that's probably the thinking they're going for. Unfortunately, Outlander, it's too late to nickname a Zigzagoon unless I get a new one. Also, I don't believe save editor with a space will fit in this gen. I think we're still limited to 10 characters instead of the higher character limit that they brought in later games. And if we don't have a space, then it becomes save editor, which is a different thing entirely. Stop giving me everything that's the same rarity as Fletchling, but not Fletchling. There is one other Pokemon that can show up on this route that I haven't found yet. Will I find it before I find Fletchling? Is the question. Yes, Outlander, clearly this is RNG manipulation for the shiny hunt in an entirely different game on a different system, yes. I am manipulating the RNG of the simulation we all live in, clearly. Finally, the bird! So what we do here is we take ball and we throw ball, and it will work. Fletchling, the tiny robin Pokemon. These friendly Pokemon send signals to one another with beautiful chirps and tail feather movements. Okay. I really want this to stop trying to give me the tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and do just one smidge of super training we're here right now. Yeah, Outlander, I'm pretty sure they did the first-person ball throwing because, oh, if you turn on the 3D slider, it's like each of the cameras is one of your eyes, and therefore it looks natural to have it be in first person. And it's better in 3D that way. Yeah. Throw balls into balloon. Can't even do charge balls yet. It is interesting that super training here actually makes EV training kind of foolproof. It's certainly not as fast as EV training in modern Pokemon games, but it was the first time that they made it foolproof. Yeah, hang on. We'll work on the training bag with someone who actually cares a little bit more about their physical attack. Actually, I guess Greninja's a mixed attacker, isn't it? Anyway, we just keep on tapping that bag until it breaks. And now we've at least got something with motion and not a text box on the bottom screen. Honestly, I could probably just kill the bottom screen almost entirely. The only time it's ever going to matter is during battles, where that's where I choose my moves. Oh, hi, Garnet. Come learn how to catch Pokemon with me. Do you not see that I have a full party already? Caleb's mom and dad are amazing trainers. That's why you know so much about catching Pokemon and battling. You can talk about my parents if you want, but it doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm going to show you how to catch one now, so watch carefully. The fact that they let you catch Pokemon before this tutorial and then force you through it anyway, kind of annoying. Also, Kalen flexing on me with his fletchling. Took me so long to find one, but apparently he just found one before me, probably. Actually, definitely, considering we saw him standing there, not in any tall grass, while I was frantically searching for my bird. Wow, the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball? Shauna, you have a Fennekin that is inside your Pokeball already. You know that they do this. Seriously, Shauna, did you forget already? Your Fennekin isn't a Pokeball, right? Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, I'll share some Pokeballs with you two. Pokeballs! Do you think I can catch Pokemon with them too? If you throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon around here, you'll probably catch it. Okay, if I find a cute Pokemon, I'll throw lots of Pokeballs at it, then we'll become friends. Catching a wild Pokemon makes your Pokemon stronger too, for the first time in this entire franchise. In fact, as recently as Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, catching a wild Pokemon gave 0 experience whatsoever. Be seeing you. Yeah, that was a thing. This is the first game in the franchise where catching a Pokemon gives experience, as if you had defeated it. Which kind of makes sense, because catching it is, in many cases, harder than defeating it. But the whole reason that they didn't give XP for catching before is, I guess they thought that getting a new potential party member was reward enough. When two trainers' eyes meet, a Pokemon battle must begin. That's entirely untrue, considering that my eyes met those of both Caleb and Shauna very recently. So way to lie to me, Austin. You should have told me you were that strong. Time to get in some practice with the wild Pokemon in the tall grass. Oh, I'd better heal up my Pokemon first. Honestly, good call. Do I have any items to heal up, or... Yeah, I've got a single potion. I can wait. Nah, Outlander, not everyone in this region gets a starter. Earlier in this very game, they said that children in the Kalos region are chosen by the professor. And therefore, we are one of the chosen ones. He doesn't choose everyone. Wait up, let's walk together. I feel like something exciting will happen if I stay by you. I'll heal your Pokemon whenever you want me to. How about right now? Want me to heal your Pokemon, Garnet? Okay, I'm on it. Anyway, this is Viridian Forest. Keep an eye out for dropped items. I know the sign said Santaloon Forest, but it's Viridian Forest. Layout-wise, it is specifically Viridian Forest. And that there is the one Pokemon that we never found in the previous route. With an appearance rate of 11%, it is the rarest thing on Route 2. And at 20%, it's tied for the most common here in Viridian Forest. Yeah, this is just one of the many ways that X and Y pander specifically to Kanto. They just love Kanto. Also, just for the record, I will not be mega evolving a single thing if I can avoid. Oh, hey. Hi, Pikachu. If I can avoid mega evolving something, as in if it is not actually mandatory to do so, I will avoid it until such a time as we are doing the battle maze. Battle maison. Whatever it is. Until we're there, I will never equip a Megastone to a Pokemon. Because the game is easy enough if you don't. Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon. It raises its tail to check its surroundings. The tail is sometimes struck by lightning in this pose. Didn't it used to be the electric mouse Pokemon? And yes, Outlander, Pikachu has the anime cry now. They reverted it in Gen 9. Actually, no, I think it was in BDSP specifically. Yeah, BDSP and Legends Arceus didn't have the anime cry. But between X and Y and those games, Pikachu always had the anime cry. I want to battle the kid. Get out of the way, Tierno. Oh, hang on one second, Garnet. Look what I found, Garnet. I'll give it to you. I love puzzles, so I watch everything more closely than you might think. What does liking puzzles have to do with finding things in the grass? Come on, Scatterbug, let's powder this punk. I don't think your Scatterbug knows powder yet. Always feels weird when a bird uses growl. But when you think about it, birds are dinosaurs, so really this is a dinosaur using growl. And that sounds like a thing that could conceivably happen. Cheer up, Scatterbug. We lost this time, but we'll get the next one who comes along for sure. Keep lots of types of Pokemon with you, and you'll never get caught off guard by a type weakness. My Zigzagoons aren't doing their jobs. Pick up. Oh. One of them can't do the job. How dare you, second Zigzagoon? Sure, I need Pokeballs. If you're giving them out for free, a Pokeball. The weaker a wild Pokemon is, the easier it is to catch. Yeah, though the Pokemon in here, you're still more likely to catch them than not if you just throw a ball right away. Your Pokemon are in for a shock. You have a Pikachu. Are you going to throw a Pikachu at me? She's throwing a Pikachu at me. And yeah, the excessive screen shake is a little... well, it's a little excessive this early on. Sure, I'll take a terrible ghost move. It's better than having quick attack, but not quick. Eep, I was the one who got shocked. Not just anyone can find a Pikachu, you know? It's okay, you don't have to compliment me. I'll have you know I already got a Pikachu. I wasn't even looking for it. Oh boy, a terrible monkey. Do I want this terrible monkey? I don't think I want this terrible monkey. The best part about Pokemon battles is that they can happen anytime with anyone, anywhere. They can't happen if there's not another person around. Outlander, you ask if anyone likes these monkeys, and I'm gonna have to say the answer is yes. Every Pokemon is somebody's favorite. As for whether they deserve to be somebody's favorite, that's a different question entirely. But every Pokemon is somebody's favorite. I've got to keep battling and training up my really awesome Pokemon team. I don't even remember what the second Pokemon she sent out, but it's not really an awesome team now, is it? Duh, I can't believe I forgot that potions can be used even during a battle. Shauna, you only just noticed I caught a Pikachu? It happened a while ago. You were there when it happened. Oh boy, another terrible monkey. We've got a type advantage against this one. Might as well just take it out. So, you got here first. Seems like I'm neighbors with someone who has a lot of potential. The way Pokemon move, it's just incredible. I want to show off some of that spirit when I dance. Tierno, could you think about something besides how Pokemon move for once? We're all here. Let's go to Santaloon City. What are you all going to do? Why, look for Pokemon, of course. The professor did ask us to complete the Pokédex after all. And furthermore, different Pokemon prefer living in different places. To put it another way, it's a chance to find different Pokemon than the ones in the forest. I'll bet different Pokemon will use different moves. I sure want to see lots of moves. What are you going to do, Caleb? I'm going to go to Santaloon City's gym and take on the gym leader. So you know, Pokemon trainers test their strength by battling with the gym leaders in each Pokemon gym. Wow, you sure know a lot. I learned a lot from others. Here, I have something for you guys. Adventure rules. I wrote down 10 different tips every trainer should know. Here's one for you. Look in those rules if you're confused about something. Oh, this is great! I'm going to spend some time getting to know my little Fennekin. What are you going to do, Garnet? Apparently not answer your question, just press on. Mommy told me that I should battle anyone who greets me. So on this route, I can find a Fletcher, oh, I already got a Fletcher. I can find a Dunsparce, I guess. Not that I would use it, but I can find it. I also have access to the game's first fairy type on this route in Azurill. Yeah, that one. Which actually makes Azurill the first fairy type any player can ever encounter in the franchise. Without trading being involved, that is. Mommy told me to be polite, especially when I lose. So, this kid gave 64 yen upon losing, or sorry, 64 Poké Dollars, but if we talk yen, that means this kid just handed us 6 coins. Minimum. A 50 yen coin, a 10 yen coin, and 4 1 yen coins. Pokemon battles are really hard. I just let Pichu do what it wants. So, fun fact about Japanese coinage. The 1 yen coin is made of aluminum, and thus, to my American sensibilities, it feels like play money. It does not feel like it is real currency. But no, it is real, and it is accepted. It's just an aluminum coin that feels like a toy.
Pichu, did we lose?
Okay, so girl says she doesn't know much about battling. She lets Pichu do what it wants. Throws Pichu out into battle with me. I knock her Pichu out. It falls face down on the floor. And then she just like walks up to it, kneels down and asks it, "Did we lose?" Kid, it is unconscious.
I'm gonna go ask Viola to teach me how to battle. She's so cool, she's the gym leader in Santaloon City.
Yeah, Outlander, it is better than having coins be really heavy, but... rude. But it's only the 1 yen coin. All the others are still, you know, just regular metal coins. They feel like real coins. Only the 1 yen coin feels fake. So it's like if our pennies felt fake.
Hey, my Pokemon and I are studying. Want to join us?
What are you studying? How to lose?
Just studying isn't enough. I need to practice more with real battles. I'd better go to the trainer's school and learn everything from scratch.
Something that I just now realized. This is the last generation to have no 3D battle sprite or battle models for the trainers.
The best way to learn about a move is to have your Pokemon use it.
Like, this is the last generation where we get 2D art for trainers in battle. Because Gen 7 onward, they decided that the trainer should be visible during the battle, and therefore, the trainer got modeled out. So, this kid's clearly just a monkey collector. After having received a play nice, I think swapping is for the better here. Problem is, I don't have anything particularly good to swap to. Because we don't have any form of XP share yet. And Fletchling isn't going to accomplish a single thing after that attack drop, so let's just swap back to Froakie, who now has his attack reset. Okay, this thing just wants to use Play Nice forever, I see. Yep, just only Play Nice forever. Kid, do you realize that that monkey has other moves? Because I'm pretty sure it's got at least one other move. Play Nice is the only move we saw from any of his monkeys. I just want to throw that out there. Wow, that move packs a punch, all right. More of a punch than Play Nice, that's for sure. You can't win a battle if you don't use a damaging move, ever.
A move's power can change depending on the target it hits.
Yeah, unless it's a status move, in which case its power never changes because it never hits a target.
I went to the Pokemon Center because I was asked to buy Pokeballs.
Kids setting up the Kalos standard that sets the standard for everywhere else of having marts inside Pokemon centers.
Oh, hey there, Garnet. Are you here to get your Pokemon healed too? Pokemon centers sure are great. You can talk to the lady at the counter and have her heal your Pokemon. You can even deposit Pokemon you've caught in that PC. Know how Pokemon are sent to a PC when you've caught more than you can carry? That's where they go. Oh yeah, Garnet. There's a Pokemart in the back of a Pokemon Center. It's a good idea to stock up on Pokeballs and potions and stuff at the Pokemart too.
A Pikachu is better than a Gluttony Zigzagoon. Wait, we've got two Gluttony Zigzagoons? We do have two Gluttony Zigzagoons. Wow. That's awful. Okay, so our Froakie has defense down, speed up. Not ideal. Zigzagoon's got attack down, but that doesn't matter. Zigzagoon's just here to pick up items until we get something to actually put in the slot. Scatterbug is special attack up, speed down, which doesn't really matter. We're not going to keep Scatterbug forever. Right, Pikachu's nice and neutral. Defense down, speed up before our bird. I mean, nobody's losing a stat that they actually care about offensively. We have nobody at an offensive disadvantage because of their nature. Said she included a change of clothes, but it's not a change of clothes that I particularly care for. So we're just gonna go as is. That said...
Welcome. If you'd like, check the items at the back of the shop.
This all you got? I don't particularly care much for these, but... I want that felt hat. I mean, I do like blues, but I'm not going to put that hat on until we've got a different rest of the outfit, but I guess having it couldn't hurt. Unfortunately, there's only one alternate color scheme for the outfit that we've got on right now. But such is life. I don't think we're gonna see it for a good few towns.
Anyway, let's go to this here Pokemon gym.
This isn't Pokemon gym, this is the trainer school. What have I done?
Oh, a new face in town. Yes, indeed. Take this with you on your way. Oh, and take this as well. Yes, they are for Pokémon battles. By knowing which items to use during the right moment in battle, a trainer can save his or her partner in a pinch.
Let's go to this here Pokemon gym. Hey, stranger, isn't cruising around town on your roller skates the best thing ever? Wait, do you mean to tell me that you don't even own a pair of roller skates? And how about this? If you beat me in a Pokemon battle, I'll give you a pair. I can never say no to a contest, not me, so how about it? Do you want a battle? Whether it's Pokemon or roller skates, speed is important. You wrapped up the battle before I could reach my top speed.
Sounds like you need to get a better acceleration stat.
Well, wow, that was amazing. You might even be stronger than a gym leader. All right, here you go. One spiffy pair of roller skates, just as I promised. Listen up, I'll read you the instructions for your new pair of roller skates, okay? Our roller skates snap right onto any shoe so that you can glide your way around. All you need to do is move the circle pad to get those wheels going. That's all there is to it, so go on, it's your turn. Try gliding about like me.
And now, for the first time ever, a Pokemon game lets us break from the grid.
Which is nice and all, but the fact that you go slower in grass on your roller skates than by standard walking makes them kinda suck if you're trying to actually catch Pokemon.
What's the hustle, little Crustle? Welcome to Santaloon City Gym. So, future champ, this'll be your first time challenging a gym, huh? Are you thrilled? Are you pumped? You should be. No worries here. You've got Pokemon on your side. And really, they're the ones who are going to be doing all the battling. Am I right or am I right? Right? Jump on that pole there and you'll be on your way to where the gym leaders are waiting for you. Whoops, but wait, before you go, I'm supposed to tell you something. Everybody in this Pokemon gym uses bug-type Pokemon. Got it?
Yep, I got it.
Hey, are you a challenger? Come on, show me your Pokemon.
I feel like battling on top of these webs is, unsafe. Right, Ladybug is more specially defensive than physically defensive by quite a wide margin if memory serves. By about enough that it just Makes it so that quick attack does about the same amount as bubble, despite bubble being stabbed.
You get to see all kinds of Pokemon by hanging out in a gym. Up, down, left, right, crisscross, spiderwebs go in all directions. The diagonal parts are the best.
They're really proud of the fact that they can do diagonal movement in this game. Also, spiderwebs is not a proper noun, kid.
Do you have any idea how quickly bug-type Pokemon evolve?
It really depends on the Pokemon specifically. Like, go ask a Larvesta to evolve quick. You'll be disappointed.
Wow, you evolve quickly too. Bug-type Pokemon evolve so quickly, I just can't keep up.
I know this doesn't lead us to progress, but there was always the chance that maybe it could lead us to another trainer, but no. Giggling noise.
Such weak prey. You've been caught right up in my spiderweb.
Again, spiderweb isn't a proper noun. The fact that I've put exactly, well, not exactly, but almost zero effort into raising my fletchling, and thus require Froakie here to solo the gym, can potentially result in a slight challenge against Viola. But honestly, with how these games work, this is probably arguably going to be the most difficult gym in the game because of it.
Ah, no fair. My web wasn't strong enough to keep you. Don't you think there's something romantic about chasing after glimmering droplets of water?
Not really. And as always, we save before a gym leader.
That determined expression, that glint in your eye that says you're up to the challenge. It's fantastic, just fantastic. Is this your first time challenging a gym? Fantastic! Whether it's the tears of frustration that follow a loss or the blossoming of joy that comes with victory. They're both great subjects for my camera. Fantastic! This'll be just fantastic! Now come at me! My lens is always focused on victory. I won't let anything ruin this shot.
She said the word fantastic 5 times in her intro. Oh no, my fire type moves. This gym battle theme feels like it needs to get started already. It feels too ambient. Really? You're using a potion on your freaking Surskit? Shiny! Thank you, Azelf, for not taking a freaking year to show up. And getting Water Pulse right now is a pretty big buff going from Bubble. Yeah, going from Bubble. Plus, the next Pokemon that comes out, we can actually use Water Pulse on. Anyway, now let's try and get this shiny Azelf. So, step 1, we put it to sleep. And then Froakie Water Pulses the Vivian. Alright, one more Water Pulse and we should win. Step 2, we soak the Azelf to remove any stab from it. What is this Azelf likely to know? Level 60. So probably Extrasensory, Nasty Plot, Future Sight, and Uproar if it's going just by level up moves, but these things usually don't. The good news is it doesn't learn Explosion until 76, so it doesn't have that. Alright, so now it's asleep and it's a water type. Its ability is Levitate? Yeah, Levitate, which doesn't matter. So, let's use a Roto Catch to increase my odds.
You and your Pokemon have shown me a whole new depth of field. Fantastic, just fantastic.
Wow, we got a max sleep on the first spore. Time for balls.
Young trainer, you... No, it wasn't you alone. You and your Froakie have shown me a whole new depth of field.
Okay, that's actually a problem that Azelf knows Uproar. Because Uproar keeps us from sporing. But I do have X items on here, so I'm going to go ahead and use an X special defense.
Fantastic. Just fantastic.
And I'm going to go ahead and use a second X special defense, because I've got exactly one more.
With that bug badge, Pokemon up to level 30 will listen to your orders in battle.
I'm sorry, what? The very first gym unlocks the ability for Pokemon of up to level 30 to listen to our orders in battle. The first gym. Oh. I need to pay attention to when Uproar ends so that I can spore this thing while I can.
Yep, even if you get them from trades. And here, this TM commemorates your win against a pro photog like me.
Honestly, like, giving us the ability to command Pokemon of up to level 30 with the very first gym badge. Why even have a limit at that point? You're effectively limitless for the point in the game you're at. There's basically going to be no point at which you're risking your Pokemon disobeying you, unless you trade in, like, specifically a level 100.
Using a TM like that one there lets you teach your Pokemon some new moves quicker than a shutter set to 1/1000th snap shut.
What did that just use? I wasn't paying attention. Was it Uproar? It sure wasn't.
TMs are some of the best gear around. They're point and click easy, and you can use them over and over again. Now, the TM that I just gave you is for a move called Infestation. Use it, and it'll be impossible for your opponent to flee from battle. Now then, can you zoom in a bit to check out that tent behind me? Or check out the tent behind me? Take the stairs that you find beyond it, and you'll be back up to the entrance faster than a flash.
Whoa, ho, ho! Would you look at that bug badge? Nice, very nice, future champ. Hey, we already got the Azelf.
I bet that schmancy pants professor who gave you your first Pokemon be amazed to see it. After you heal up your Pokemon in the Pokemon Center, why don't you head on up to the Pokemon Lab in Lumio City and show it to him, huh?
Hang on a sec. Since we got the Azelf, we must save. We always save immediately following a shiny catch. And then we use the circle pad, not the D-pad, to move in this game. And as is tradition, we go to look at it in the box. Just for peace of mind. And would you look at that? It's a shiny Azelf in a box. Next to a shiny Veltal, who is very topical at the moment. So I believe that means Uxie is the only Gen 4 legendary that I don't have any shinies of. I still need to get, I think, Palkia and Giratina with my trainer ID, as opposed to from events. But Uxie's the only one that I just don't have at all, which is neat. In fact, I think Uxie's the only one available in Ultra Space that I just don't have at all. Huh. Well, now that we've got Uxie and have saved, or not Uxie, Azelf and have saved, it's time to swap games so that I can shiny hunt something else. So hang on a sec. I went to the home menu, but forgot to close the software. Oops. Alright, loading up Ultra Moon, where I've already got the next shiny hunt queued up. And it is even more topical than I thought it would be when I first got it ready, which was just after I got the shiny Mesprit. Because, hey, look, that's the wrong game. I put the same cartridge back in. Am I an idiot? Hang on. Okay, loading up Ultra Sun, where the next shiny hunt is queued up. And behold! It's Xerneas. So yeah, Xerneas is our next shiny hunt. I do already have a shiny Xerneas, but not one with my own trainer ID, and therefore this is still worth getting. If you count Pokemon Go, I guess I do have shiny Palkia and shiny Giratina with my own trainer ID. Excuse you, Outlander, I have 6 3DS systems. But admittedly, 2 of them just live on a shelf mostly. Yes, Outlander, Pokemon X's Xerneas is shiny locked. Oh, you are, aren't you? You're one of the kids who got a Pokemon from Augustine Sycamore, right? Well, just look at that. You got a bug badge. Looks like I might have a new scoop. To beat Viola at your young age, you really are something, aren't you? Oh, sorry, I never did introduce myself, did I? I'm Alexa, the gym leader you just faced. Viola is my younger sister. I work as a journalist myself. Here, why don't you take this to celebrate getting your first badge? Hooray, we have the XP share now. If you have an EXP share and you turn it on, all of the Pokemon on your team get experience points, even if they don't ever appear in battle. I hope it helps with your training. I work at the big publishing house up in Lumio City. Feel free to stop by anytime if you have the next big scoop to share with me. And actually, there is potential value in not going the direction we're supposed to just yet. I learned all of my Pokemon battling techniques from Viola, the gym leader. Well, I beat Viola, the gym leader, so, of course she starts with a side-up. Yeah, Outlander, I have never been mad about any experience share other than the experience all in Gen 1. It's always been welcome to me because it just saves grinding that you would have otherwise done. Does it make some games easier? Absolutely. Are these games ever hard? Not really. They are for children, and they are not afraid of that fact. Whoa, you might be even stronger than Viola. I did just beat her, so... Come on, Goldeen, let's show them what we're made of. Why are there so many trainers with water types on this route? It's not good for my Froakie. Yeah, Outlander, I can see the whole, oh, it keeps you from building a stronger bond with your Pokemon, but in the game that introduced Pokemon to me, it's pretty clear what they want you to do to build a bond with your Pokemon. The fact that the music completely cuts out for every little jingle is getting kind of annoying. My favorite part about Pokemon Me is that it's entirely optional. So the friendship and happiness stats are separated, which means that you have to opt in to the game being even easier because of all the RNG, like, oh, it toughed it out because it didn't want you to feel sad. Oh, it worked hard to expel the poison, etc., etc. Having that stuff just happen as part of the game. No, I don't need that. In some cases, I specifically don't want it. Want it. Goldine, Meryl, I'm so sorry. I'll get you both healed right up at the Pokemon Center. I just love water-type Pokemon. Some of the grass and fire-type Pokemon are cute, too. So she loves water types, but only some grass and fire are okay. The trick to quickly raising a lower-level Pokemon is to keep it in the top left spot in your party. Then, as soon as you get into a battle, quickly switch it out for a stronger Pokemon in your party. I was the biggest fan of Grace, the famous Rhyhorn racer. I even went to faraway regions to watch her races and cheer her on. But are you a big enough fan to know he's my mom? Is Pokemon battling just a hobby to you, or do you want to become a pro? It's just a hobby. Like, I have participated in one VGC event, and it showed me that, like, while I can certainly enjoy battling and whatnot, making an actual competitive team and doing well at VGC is a little too sweaty for me. I'll be sure to learn from this defeat and improve myself. And behold, our first evolution is not a bug. Despite there being a bug in our party and the experience share being active. It's almost as though Froakie got a whole gym's worth of head start. The Pokemon League is close, yet so far away. Time to put the pressure on myself and my partner so we can challenge it sooner rather than later. You know what this is, right? It's the beginning of a Pokemon battle. Frame rate sure does tank when it does that split view, showing both your Pokemon and theirs with the little slash across the screen. Probably because it's got to render like 2 parts of the background at once, and it's rendering both Pokemon at their highest detail models or whatever. I may have lost, but that doesn't devalue the effort my Pokemon put in. Yes, all the effort they put in with their 0 moves used. Maybe I should work on training up Metapod and having it evolve. When Pokemon evolve, they change shape and get stronger. I mean, most of the time they get stronger. Go, Bunnelby, we'll do this as a team. Some Pokemon, when they evolve, don't necessarily get stronger, but rather just different. Like when Trapinch evolves into Vibrava, its physical attack stat goes down if memory serves. And then, like, I think you'd be hard-pressed to argue that a Metapod is stronger than a Caterpie. At least if you find them in the wild, that's for sure.
To tell you the truth, Bunnelby is the only Pokemon I've got. I just love Bunnelby's fluffy ears. So cute. See this small ledge right next to me? You can jump over it for a shortcut. It's one way, though. If you jump over it by accident, you'll have to take the long way back. I care less about battling than just showing off my awesome Pokemon to everyone.
Yeah, Scyther and Caesar do have the same stat total. Just pretty much moves things from speed to attack.
Oh no, Flabebe, are you okay? It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Isn't my Flabebe just the cutest thing ever?
Nope. It's not a Metagross. We have firmly established that specifically my Metagross, Primus, is the cutest thing that has ever lived. Anyway, we are going to try and find us a fire type here. Hey there, guard. I am fine, and I hope you are too. Though admittedly, finding a fire type here would be of very limited value. Because we're going to be gifted a fire type very soon. Because, like, when we're going to be given a choice of the Kanto starters, my personal favorite is Squirtle. But I've already got a water type. Boychik Charizard is only part dragon if you Mega Evolve it into Mega Charizard X. Venusaur, like, I don't hate it, but its learn set is quite limited. Oh, hey, look, we found a Dunsparce. Look, guard, Dunsparce came out to greet you. So yeah, I think Charizard is going to be the easy choice for the Kanto starter we're gifted. Also, it's arguably the right choice because it's the only one that gets 2 Mega Stones. And yes, guard, I did in fact have fun with the new Monster Hunter update. I quite loved it. And you know what? If this thing survives a water pulse, I'll throw a Pokeball at it. Alright, I guess we're gonna throw a Pokeball at this Dunsparce. Dunsparce, the land snake Pokemon. When spotted, this Pokemon escapes backward by furiously boring into the ground with its tail. Dunsparce is 4'11". It doesn't look like it should be. Anyway, there are specifically 2 Pokemon that I was considering grabbing from this grass here. And I will leave as soon as I get the one I want. Or get one of the ones. So this is a female Litleo, which is the more common one. It's just a shame I really like the mane on male Pyroars. Oh well, that's... Right, we can't look at its normal type. Guard, I'm 100% with you on not liking Inteleon, but liking Sobble. Yeah, I am almost exclusively a water starters guy. I like Cyndaquil better than I like Totodile. But I like Feraligatr a lot more than I like Typhlosion. Especially once they made the transition to 3D. 3D Typhlosion, I'm just not a fan. Gen 3, it's Mudkip all the way. Gen 4, it's Piplup all the way. Gen 5, it's Oshawott all the way. Gen 6, it's Froakie all the way. Gen 7 is the first generation where I actually like all 3 starters very nearly equally. Like, in their starter forms, like the ones that you choose from the Pokeballs, or whatever. I guess you choose them from out of the Pokeballs, but either way. The ones they let you choose, I like them all pretty much equally. Their final evolutions, I think I have to give it to the one that's name I'm forgetting. Rowlet, Dartrix, Decidueye. I think I have to give it to Decidueye for the final evolutions. I'm gonna go until I find one more Litleo or the secret other Pokemon that I can get here. Just because I want a chance of having a male Pyroar. Though again, I'm probably not gonna keep it until it evolves because we're getting a Charmander. Whatever. Still. And then, Incineroar's still okay. Primarina's still okay. Like, I like all of the Alolan starters quite a bit. I just prefer Decidueye over the rest in terms of specifically the final form. And then Gen 8, if I'm honest, I think Gen 8 probably has the weakest starters in my eyes. Of the 3 base forms, Sobble wins, but I don't love it. Of the final forms, it's gonna be Rillaboom every time, with Cinderace being far below it, and with Inteleon being far below that. And then Gen 9, once again, actually, no, I can't say that I like them all. Quaxley can go shove it. I do really like both, Fuecoco and Sprigatito, though. They're great. I like them both. Okay, we found the secret other Pokemon before we found another Litleo. This guy is a 5% encounter here. And sure, we're gonna get a gift Lucario later, but I'm not gonna use no gift Lucario. It's a friendship evolution. What is the point of a Pokemon with a friendship evolution if you just get it without needing to build that friendship? So anyway, we're gonna throw balls, mainly because I don't think our Frogadier here can hit this Riolu without ruining it. But then again, we've got other Pokemon who are much closer in level to it, so we probably can weaken it a little. Dang, I was really hoping to see Thunder Wave already, but nope. Stun Spore. That'll accomplish the same thing. But yeah, Gens 7 and 8, I guess, are the only two where the water starter doesn't have my favorite final evolution. Well, no, and 9. 7, 8, and 9. So we've got a 3-generation streak where the water starter is not my favorite final evolution. Alright, we can safely do one more tackle before I throw more balls. Riolu, the Emanation Pokemon. It uses the shapes of auras which change according to emotion to communicate with others. Yeah, Outlander, I think I gotta go with Skeledirge as my favorite of the Gen 9s. Though, admittedly, there are parts of it that I would love to see be better. Specifically, the rendering of the flames coming out the sides of its mouth. Like, if they were actually just, like, particle effect flames, I would like them so much better than the dumb kind of modeled clown hair stuff they've got going on. Like, it's modeled as like cylinders, which just looks bad when you look closely at it. But no, I really do like Skeledirge in pretty much every other aspect. I just went and caught a Riolu, but forgot to add it to my party. Excuse me. I guess I don't really need Fletchling on the team if I'm going to be getting Charizard later, but then again... Yeah, Guard, I am 100% with you on wanting Typhlosion's flames to be better. Typhlosion just... its general shape plus the flames. Both of them got a huge downgrade in the move to 3D, I would say. Yeah, this team's fine as is for now. Sorry for baby, I am not interested in catching any of you. There is a different fairy type in this grass, or flowers, in these flowers, that I would not mind going home with. But at a 5% encounter rate, my chances of finding it are only as good as my chances of having found the Riolu that I already found. Which is to say, not great, but definitely extant. I found it. Well then. Ooh, female with trace too. Excellent. That is exactly what I would have hoped for. I actually got synchronize Ralts on my first playthrough of Pokemon Y, which is the first one that I played through. Well, actually, no, it was kind of the second one. When I got Pokemon X and Y, I got X on my Japanese 3DS and Y on my English 3DS, because I was just learning Japanese at the time. It was the first time that I actually could play a Pokemon game in Japanese, because I was learning Japanese at the time. And so what I did was I played through Pokemon X in Japanese and Pokemon Y in English. And I specifically, I'd play through a section in X and then play through that same section in Y and basically just confirm that I correctly read what I read. Like, basically just check my work. Like, did I understand what I was reading there? Oh, yes, I did. That's cool. So yeah, that's what I did when these games first came out. But anyway, in my Pokemon Y, which was my main game at the time, I ended up having a synchronize Ralts, which turned into a synchronized Gardevoir. And I realized much later that, oops, wait a sec, I've been keeping this thing in the front of the party. And every Pokemon that I caught was hardy. Ralts, the feeling Pokemon. If its horns capture the warm feelings of people or Pokemon, its body warms up slightly. All right, well, time to go put that on the team. is having a fairy and a psychic type on the team is actually quite useful. I just realized I didn't pay any attention whatsoever to what pattern Viola's Vivian was. And I'm not evolving my Scatterbug at this point, so I guess I have to check my Pokédex. Oops, press B instead of A on Ultra Sun. Oh, she has the Meadow Vivian, regardless of what region your system is. Okay, I guess I'll freaking replace Zigzagoon just so that we can satisfy my curiosity about which Vivian we're gonna see. I bet it's gonna be Elegant, though. Because this is the Japanese 3DS, and most of Japan gets Elegant. Which is a Vivian flavor that you can only get if you have a Japanese 3DS. There's a lot of Vivian flavors that American or European 3DSs can get access to. Every single region of 3DS has at least one exclusive Vivian. Seriously? Twice in a row? So that's a 1 in 400 chance of finding 2 Ralts back-to-back on this route. I'm gonna catch it. I'm not gonna use the Gallade that this can evolve into. But I'm gonna catch it. Ah, right, it's got Synchronize. Just swap back to Frogadier and throw balls. Yeah, Outlander, all that time in the Mesprit Mines, I guess, has taught me one thing, and that thing is how to find psychic children. Something that always kind of fascinated me about this game is the ridiculous span of time between the first and second badges. I think it's the longest badge-free stretch in any Pokemon game, because, like, we get badge 1 here. We get badge 2 here. Or was it, I think it's actually Sillage, right? And in order to get there, we gotta go, woo, woo. Like, we specifically have to go down this way over the high route, then go lower, and finally go up to Sillage via the low route. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I guess that's why the first badge gives us the 30 level cap, because our Pokemon will be level 30-ish before we even fee the second gym. Speaking of our Pokemon, I need to, and the natures of Ralts's, I need to check this Ralts. Okay, she is bold, which is a fine nature for a Gardevoir. You could definitely do worse than bold. Why do I have so many hasty Pokemon? I don't have Synchronize. I'm warning you, youngster, my Corphish here has some sharp pincers. Its pincers may be sharp, but if it only uses Bubble, it's going to lose. Oh, you cut us right down to size. To keep this garden looking fine and proper, it's important to have the right kinds of Pokemon. I feel like this man really wants a Scizor. It's kind of interesting that Pokemon X and Y here are the first Pokemon games where your Pokedex actually cares whether the Pokemon came from X and Y or got transferred forward. It's also kind of amusing that most modern Pokemon games don't care either. I love Pokemon battles, but they'd be even better if I didn't have to stop skating. The moment I stop, down flutters the fletchling. Honestly, Outlander, I don't think she even has to leave the Pokemon franchise, considering that in the Gen 4 Battle Tower, I took up roller skating so I could chase after the fletchling that fly around here. Really, you took up roller skating so that you could chase birds. Interesting. I battle just like I skate. Non-stop victory is the only way for me. Anyway, what I was trying to say about the Gen 4 Battle Tower, there's a marathon runner guy, or whatever they're called, jogger, who apparently keeps jogging during battle to the point where he manages to roll his ankle during the course of your battle with him. And therefore, yeah, I'm sure you could keep roller skating during Battle Tower battles too, so just go to the Battle Tower. Wow, you've got some crazy Pokemon there. Mind if I put some roller skates on them? Yes, I do mind. It doesn't get much better than Lumio City for us skaters. The streets are wide and the pavement is smooth. It's perfect for skating. And yeah, Guard, Fletchling's line was very common for a reason. And it's that hidden ability Talonflames were honestly kind of broken in this game, to the point they significantly nerfed its hidden ability. I love my Pokemon. I love my Pokemon. That was supposed to be a song, but I wasn't about to sing it. Ooh, Sandcloak Burmy. Time for super effective damage. Frame rate's already having trouble. Want to see it get worse? Apparently, turning on 3D mode during this little cross screen doesn't actually make it much worse. I guess it's because I'm playing on a new 3DS and not an original 3DS. I've actually seen someone, like, take a look at the performance of all Pokemon games. And, you and your Pokemon look like you have something stronger than mere love. X and Y, when they were looking at it, the performance was basically, it's 30 FPS, usually. In battles, there are some dips, and if you turn on the 3D slider, it dips down to 15 and doesn't go above it. But I guess they must have been using a not new 3DS. Even if you can't communicate with words, you can still have a loving relationship with your Pokemon. Please qualify that with some context clues about what type of loving relationship you mean. Because there are people in this, people who enjoy this franchise who would take that to mean something entirely different. Check it out, I just traded for a cool new Pokemon. Uh-oh, kid. Do you have badges? Why, you could even call this a koi king.
Splish, splash, splish, splash, splosh. I just received Magikarp in a trade, so we haven't gotten used to each other yet.
It's okay, it's still performing to the actual peak of its ability.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna win this battle.
I doubt it, kid. You may have a type advantage. Well, that ain't gonna be enough to see you to victory. And I'm gonna finish this with a water pulse so as to not risk poison point.
Come on, no fair. You weren't supposed to win.
But I was, though. Just because you said you were going to win doesn't mean you're supposed to win.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just going to train my Badoo even more.
Man, it'd be nice if these hidden items I'm finding were better than honey. Dang it, I prefer being the one to talk to trainers.
Parterre is famous for these hedgerow gardens. If you can defeat me, I'll tell what their official name is.
Is it gonna be hedge maze? Because it looks like a hedge maze. Can't believe this Corphish weakened the power of my electric moves. It made winning so hard. Oh hey, at least for once it's something that's not a ground type learning mud sport. So we've got Play Nice, which lowers the target's attack stat. And we've got Growl, which lowers the target's attack stat. Ah, but Growl affects more than one Pokemon in doubles. But also, Growl can miss if there's accuracy shenanigans going on. Well, let's get rid of Play Nice. This Pikachu doesn't need to play nice, it needs to be a killing machine. That's going to get replaced before too long anyway. I'm a pro when it comes to gardens. You're a pro when it comes to Pokemon.
Aw, dang, someone earlier in this route asked if I was going to go pro. I guess I have already. As promised, I'll tell you the official name. They're known as Geometric Gardens. Guard, I don't believe growl would work if the opponent has soundproof. Behold these glorious moves that have been honed and perfected in the garden. Oh no, my electric moves. Looks like your combination with your Pokemon was even more honed than mine. If you run into Ramos from Coumarine City on your travels, give him my best, will ya? And here we have our first glimpse of Dexio and Cena, who, for some reason, came back in Alola. Hello there. Have you ever heard of a Pokemon called Flabebe? Oh, I see. It's registered in your Pokédex. That's what I would expect from one of the professor's hand-picked Pokemon trainers. Flabebe is, now brace yourself, a fairy-type Pokemon. So Dexio was saying that fairy-type is a new Pokemon type that was recently classified. This turned the entire type matchup system on its head. We've been battling fairy-type Pokemon against other types of Pokemon at Professor Sycamore's request. My name's Cena. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful lady. I'm Dexio. 2 years ago, Professor Sycamore entrusted me with a Pokédex. You could call me a Pokemon Voyage veteran. If you'd like, I'll show you the way to the lab, so come along now. Fine. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Lumio City is the biggest city in all of Kalos. There's still plenty I haven't seen. So, how are you and Frogadier getting along? The more you walk around with your Pokemon, the stronger your friendship will become. Here, this is the TM for Return. This is a move that gets more powerful when your friendship with the Pokemon using it is strong. Right through this gate and you'll be in Lumio City. Go on already. Kind of neat that we're going to get to see another rendition of this city just a few months from now. Like 3 months from now. Plus like a couple weeks, but still. This October. I'll go ahead and wait in front of the lab for you. Follow her that way to the lab. This building is the Sycamore Pokemon Lab. Let's go inside. You've traveled a long way from Vanderbilt Town, but you're finally here. The professor can't wait to meet you. You can find him on the 3rd floor, so hop in the elevator.
I feel like this elevator shaft should not be completely exposed like this. Because, like, when there's not an elevator at a floor, is it just an open hole?
So, we finally meet. Fantastic, you're here. Come this way, won't you? Many thanks for coming all the way from Vanderbilt Town. I'm Professor Sycamore. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. How is your Pokemon journey going so far? Have you met many different Pokemon? Fantastic! Let me have a quick look at your Pokédex and see. So you've seen 36 kinds of Pokemon in Central Kalos then. Oh, the pages are getting filled in. It's starting to look good. Well now, you do have a certain je ne sais quoi. I have a good feeling about you. At first, I was thinking of choosing only one child from a town when I was deciding who to give a Pokemon to. In Vanderbilt Town, it was going to be the child of a veteran trainer I know. About then, I learned that the Rhyhorn racer Grace and her daughter were moving here. Here in the Kalos region, you're far away from everything you used to know. That really hit me right here. Then it hit me, I should give you a Pokemon and have you travel around Kalos. Hi, Professor, it's Shauna. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Fantastic, now let's all have a Pokemon battle. Your opponent shall be me. Pokemon battle in the lab? Why are you the one who gets to battle the professor? Shall we start the battle? Just so you know, I'm not that tough. If only more trainers started with, just so you know, I kinda suck at this. It would be far more honest of them. And of course he's got a Bulbasaur out front. Let's go ahead and swap to Ralts, who is not necessarily the best choice, but who can work. Bulbasaur shouldn't know any poison attacking moves at this low level, right? Nice Leech Seed miss. Love to see it. Don't love to see that Vine Whip. Would really have loved to see more damage from Confusion just now. Okay, we're swapping off Ralts after this turn. Let us bird. Kind of interesting to think about the fact that this is the last generation where HMs matter. Or are a thing, really. And the reason I thought of that is because, oh, hey, Fletchling, we're going to need something to fly. Charizard, or Charmander can't fly until it becomes Charizard, etc., etc. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Charizard before we get the Fly HM to begin with.
Paint's a bad move. We're not learning it.
Squirtle.
Time for us to take a peek at you. Nice static. Of course, we had to get a low roll. Man, something I just realized. If I get unlucky, then we are going to end up seeing two Xerneas on screen at the same time during my playthrough of this game. Hopefully, I do not get so unlucky. Haha, you're too much for me. You're really something, aren't you? I think I've about figured it out. Figured what out? Garnet, you are an interesting Pokemon trainer indeed. It'd be fantastic if you took another Pokemon with you. Here, pick one. I picked Charmander. You picked Charmander then. I see. That's simply wonderful. And we are forced to put it in the party. Bye, Fletchling. Only room for one fire flying here. Oh, I see. You're not going to give your Pokemon a nickname then. This is the second time it's felt like they've guilted us for not nicknaming our Pokemon. Since you chose Charmander, I'll give you this Mega Stone. Guard, I think the gift Kanto starters are shiny locked in this game. I could be wrong, but I think they are. Come now, you two. Pick your Pokemon. I don't know which one to pick. It's so difficult. It's okay. Take your time. Well, I've got a feeling everyone else will show up soon. And here they are, instantly. Hi, Professor Sycamore. What's this? Everyone is already here. See? Wonderful. Everyone's all here. So now that we're all here, I'd like to say a few words. Be the best trainer you can be. At the same time, remember to have fun traveling with your Pokemon. Also, I want to ask for your help in solving the Kalos region's biggest Pokemon mystery. The secret and potential of Mega Evolution, which many people already know about. A new kind of evolution that occurs in battle. Why, it's such a big mystery I've never heard of it, even though there are plenty of people who actively practice it all the time. That's why I gave you that Mega Stone just now. It's an important clue. Mega Evolution? What should we do about the Pokédex? Trevor, my lad, if that's what best trainer means to you, then I want you to go out there and complete that Pokédex. Mega Evolution sounds really interesting. If you're investigating Mega Evolution, why don't you check out Camphor Town? That town has a lot of history. You might find a hint there. Now listen. If you visit many different places to complete the Pokédex, you will probably see Pokémon with many ways of living and meet people with many ways of thinking. First, accept the ways of living and thinking that sometimes conflict with your own. What about the ones that are kind of, genocidal? Because that kind of happens in this game. And think about what's really important. This will truly broaden your horizons. I think being different from others is part of what makes me special. Mastering Mega Evolution will definitely set me apart from other trainers, except for all the ones who do know Mega Evolution. Oh, okay, so we're just able to leave now, huh? I guess I want to make lots and lots of good memories. Makes sense. I like making good memories too. Okay, apparently the only shiny locks in this game are potentially, just the legendaries? Oh yeah, just the legendaries. Okay, so my Charmander could theoretically be shiny. So I will be able to meet them soon then. Yes. The children chosen by the professor. I wonder what potential they have. And here's one of them now. That's Garnet. Garnet, come here a sec. Oh, you received a Pokédex from the professor then. How wonderful. That is a wonderful thing indeed. You are one of the chosen ones. I am Lysander. I've tried to learn as much about Pokémon as I can to help build a brighter future. Professor Sycamore has taught me so much. Oh, I see you have a holocaster. Knowledge is power, after all. Put it to good use. Now listen, it is vital that this world become a better place. And the people and Pokémon chosen to make the world better must work tirelessly to achieve this goal. Well, I'll be off. Please give Professor Sycamore my best. My desire. It is for a more beautiful world. Still, I wonder what kind of beautiful world Lysander desires. In this great big Kalos region, there are many different Pokémon. I hope getting a Pokédex gives you a chance to learn about them. Speaking of learning about Pokémon, let's check out our Charmander. Alright, we got a neutral nature and no shiny. Surprise, surprise. Whatever, we take those. Garnet, there's a place I want to go check out. So I'll see you around. There's something I want to talk to you about. I'll wait for you in Cafe Soleil, neighbor. I wonder what Caleb wants to talk about. Why couldn't he just use the holocaster? No clue, but it seems hush-hush. I am curious about what's going on, but we should probably stay out of it. Hey, Garnet. To get to Camphor Town, one of the two. Leave the lab, turn left, and go straight. That Cafe Soleil Caleb was talking about is over that way, too.
Lumio City may be very large, but if you stay on the main streets, you shouldn't get lost. I'm gonna go on a little walk. The streets sure wind and wander here. Oh, just so you know, Camp for Your Town and Cafe Soleil are over this way.
We were already told to turn left, but okay. Anyway, the direction Tierno went was this way. Which we are actually allowed to go. Interesting. I guess that's not part of the city that's been affected by the blackout that makes the NPCs stop specifically and only us. And where if you go there at night, you can see that all the lights are on behind them.
Garnet, check this out. You can make trainer PR videos here. It's called the PR Video Studio. Making my own PR video, it's like a dream come true. They can make a quick video for you, or you can edit your own masterpiece. I'll put my heart into those 10 seconds and put them out there for the world to see.
I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that feature entirely. There he is. Good old mister, you can't go this way. There's been a blackout.
I'm sorry, there's a blackout. You can't go any farther until it's fixed.
If you come here at night, all of the windows behind him will be fully illuminated. And there's other spots where guys will be saying, oh, you can't go this way. There's a blackout. While you watch NPCs just walk right by him. See, look! There's an NPC walking around behind him.
I'm sorry, there's a blackout. You can't go any farther until it's fixed. Unless you're one of these NPCs who walks by, they're allowed past here, no problem. And like, who cares if there's a blackout during the day as long as you stay outdoors, but there's a blackout. You can't go any farther until it's fixed.
Like, it'd be one thing if I was trying to go inside, but I'm not.
Come with me for a second. Oh, it's Lysander, and is that Diantha? So get this, neighbor. Lysander is the head of Lysander Labs, which created the Holocaster, a video messaging device. You already know about Diantha, right? She's one of the most famous movie stars in the world, after all. I wonder what the two of them are doing here together. You played a young girl so wonderfully in your debut on the silver screen. Wouldn't you rather remain young and beautiful forever and always play such roles? What a strange question. Why would I want to play the same old roles forever? Youth may be beautiful, but it's not all there is to life. Everything changes. I want to live and change like that too. So I look forward to playing different roles as I get older. You were chosen to be a movie star, correct? Isn't it your duty to be ever beautiful? Everything beautiful should stay that way forever.
Lysander, people can still stay beautiful as they age. Some people age gracefully, you know?
I would make this world unchanging and eternal so all beauty will last forever. I can't stand the thought of the world becoming uglier. Oh, hello, Garnet. This is Diantha, one of the most accomplished movie stars in Kalos. She moves the multitudes with her excellent acting, which is to say, she dedicates her life to making other people happy. Oh, if only everyone were like her, what a beautiful world this would be. If you'll excuse me. And who are you two? I'm Calum. It's a pleasure. This is Garnet, right? I heard Lysander call you that. You both have lovely names. Oh, and you're both trainers. Don't your Pokemon look happy? I'm a trainer myself in my off time. I look forward to us battling someday. I guess Pokemon trainers all battle each other, no matter who they are. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something, neighbor. How about you and I compete and see who ends up stronger? I know we set off on our journey just after you arrived in Vanillville, but we are neighbors, and having a competition with you sounds like fun. I won't lose, though, just so you know. So, something that I just remembered that has always kind of bothered me in this game. Your rival does not wear a hat, whether they be Calum or Serena. So whether you choose a boy or girl, your rival does not wear a hat. Meanwhile, you can never remove your hat. You can put on a different hat, but you can never go hatless. But your rival can. And your rival uses the same model character that you do if you had chosen that gender. So the hatless model exists, but you can never be without a hat. As long as you are the player character. What gives? So, check this out. Oh, right, they have gyro controls enabled for the camera during this first-person holocaster stuff. I'm on Route 5 right now, and it's just hopping with wild Pokemon. Hurry and come check it out! Hey! Nice to meet you, friend. They call me Mr. Bonding. Have you heard about O-Powers? That expression of yours tells me you haven't. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. O-Powers are mysterious forces that have all kinds of useful effects. They can make your Pokemon stronger or even help you get more money. Any friends you have nearby will also benefit from them. They truly are mysterious powers. Let's get started, shall we? It's bonding time. If someone you've never met before shows up, tells you they'll give you mysterious powers, and then says it's bonding time, without giving you any option to say no, you run away from that man. Attack power increases the attack stat, and defense power increases the defense stat. That's not all. The powers can gain levels the more you use them. Take a look at the instructions if you want to know more. Remember, you can activate an O-Power using the PSS. Well then, I do believe I shall take my leave right about now. Hope to see you around. Car to you too. Wait, Lucario! Sorry about that, are you okay? I was just doing some special training with my Lucario and all of a sudden it dashed off. Hey Lucario, what's going on with you? Did you get drawn in by this girl's aura or something? Huh, well, it seems like Lucario likes you. See, Lucario can read people's auras. I guess something in your aura has made this one take a liking to a stranger. This Lucario is always getting worked up in battle with my other one. Maybe it's just been waiting for a trainer to appear who's strong enough to challenge it. Oops, sorry, I was on such a roll I forgot to even introduce myself. I'm Corinna, or Corina? Corina, probably. The Shulur City gym leader. Yeah, if it was Corinna, it would have two N's, probably. If you're collecting gym badges, I'm sure we'll be battling sooner or later. I'll be looking forward to it. I hope you know how to roll with the punches. And Outlander, O-Powers are a mechanic that I pretty much only ever interacted with to increase the money I get from battles, to hatch eggs faster, and to catch Pokemon easier.
I never interacted with any of the other O-Powers, though they do exist. Of course, now a big portion of the system has been effectively gutted because they killed the online servers. And therefore, the multiplayer folks bits only really work for local multi. Which, sure, I could do. I could whip out one of my other 3DSs and play Pokemon X or Y on that. But nah. Anyway, looking at the time, it's about time I called this a stream. I'm going to do one more Xerneas check just because. Come on, shiny. It's not going to be shiny, but come on, shiny anyway. And no shinies. Surprising nobody. All right, so yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. And I will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon X, where hopefully we'll get to the second gym badge, but who knows? It's a long way from now. See ya then, friends.